All right, we're gonna do a quick review on this hotel plus hostel right here, and also tell a story of how I was being a dumbass. So overall, so far, the hostel has been pretty good. I have been to a lot of hostels actually around Tokyo and Kyoto in the past, like way back then. Well, not way back then, like 2 years ago as well. But this one is pretty good comparatively. I think, well, we can first talk about like the staying space. There's like twin beds, or not twin beds. There's like the hotel aspect where you can like book different, like not the hostel spot, but like an actual private room and everything. I'm not staying in there, so I won't talk about that. I don't know how it is. But for the hostel sort of aspect, where it's sort of like, you're sleeping in like a little bit of a box. That's where I was sleeping in. I'm still sleeping in a little bit of a box, but a slightly bigger one now. Um, so what I didn't realize when I booked was there's two different types. One is like bunk beds where you're sleeping either on the bottom or top of one of the bunks, and let's just stick to this road since it's quieter. But there's also one where it's like called a cabin bed. I booked it on booking.com, so that's what it's called there. The cabin bed is much, much better. I actually like had a hard time sleeping the past 2 nights in the bed that was the bunk beds. Yeah, I was on the bottom bunk, and it's also like very like not much space. That's why I highly recommend you choose the upper one if you are going to choose the bunk one. But if you have the option, choose the cabin one because the bed is much better. There's way more space. It just looks and feels so much better, and I wish I booked that instead. And I think it's just like not that much more. Like I did a quick check on booking.com, and like it was just a difference of like $2 to $3 for multiple nights, and it's completely different. And I'm glad that the staff was entertaining me because I was telling them how like, oh, I felt like my bed was really hard, and it was because my the upper back part of my body was like sleeping on this like really, really hard area, and I didn't like it at all. So I kind of, told them about it, and it's because I'm staying here for like more days than I want to, because my friend is visiting, and then there's like a transition period before I get to move into my share house because I booked it for a specific day. So I had to stay here 6 nights basically, and I just don't want to sleep on like a bed that has such a hard area like near my upper back. So I told them about it, and they actually moved me to an upper bunk on a different area, but normally that's not allowed. I guess it's because I like was kind of, I'm not begging, but like just trying to be really, really like oh my gosh, it was really, really hard. Like I'm staying here a bit, for 4 more days. Like it's been hard to sleep the past 2 nights, and just trying to be um, honest about the situation, and just like being nice and like really pleading, saying please and everything like that, and sorry that I'm being a trouble. And they were nice enough to actually switch, and I feel like that felt good, that they actually tried to help, and I think that goes to show that the staff cares and that they're trying. And then they did explain the difference between like the cabin beds and the bunk beds, and it's because like I got to just like have a quick feel of it, the bed, and it feels different. It just feels completely different. The bunk beds definitely are slightly harder, but the new spot that I moved to, I believe it isn't as hard. Where I don't know yet. I'll find out soon. But either way, like definitely if you're gonna book at that spot, it's a really good spot, by the way. Like I guess we can walk there now. It's near Asakusa station, and last time in November I stayed around Asakusa, and I really loved it. Like the sensoji is very famous. I didn't know it was famous until I visited it. Like I visited it not knowing it was famous, but there were like so many people. But that area is like super nice, especially. Well, I went in the morning and it was still crowded, but like it wasn't like, it's not bad when it's crowded, in my opinion. So I really, really like this area a lot, and that's why I wanted to book a spot near it and just like explore the area while I'm here. But yeah, I really enjoy the location for sure. And I booked for $156, I believe, for I think 6 nights. Yeah, it's from to Friday night to what was it? Wednesday night. So let's just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 6 nights. Yes, that is 6 nights. So $156 for 6 nights, and I think that's pretty. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So price-wise, solid. And then for the bathroom stuff, you don't, it's a hostel. You don't get your own bathroom, so it's like public stuff. And you have to, I guess, if you want to bathe and shower, it's kind of like almost onsen-like. There is like an onsen, like a onsen area. So you do have to, be naked in front of other people. I was very uncomfortable with that initially, like last year, but I think over time I just got used to it. This is the somewhat Asakusa area. I mean, we are really close to Asakusa station, but let's see if we can find an area that's even cooler than this. There's like a lot of cool restaurants like over there. But yeah, I feel like the public area where you bathe and all that stuff is pretty clean overall. Like they clean it up every day. So it depends on like the hours you go to the place. Obviously, if you go like right before they clean, it's gonna be the dirtiest. So try to avoid that. But yeah, this is the area. I really like. You can see, let's try to go over there a little bit. But yeah, you can sort of see, I think that's the way towards Sensoji. So let's just head over there for a little. Here's this little spot right here. It looks cool. Seems to be an interesting looking thing right here. Let's see what it is. That's cool. And then getting closer. But just to continue, oh, that pigeon was so close. Look at that. Just to continue, one downside is that the amenities, you have to pay for them. They're not expensive, but like a towel is like, I think 100 yen to use. And for me, I'm kind of trying to conserve as much money as possible right now. So I am not using a towel after I like showered. I basically just air dry myself by just waiting around to let my body dry from the, oh, there it is, there's one of the temples. But I was around this area last time and it was much less crowded in the morning. Very, very nice area. I basically walked here in less than 5 minutes. And you can see the main area right there. Really cool. Okay, but that's basically it. We talked about amenities. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, so let's just close this thing off. It's been a okay stay overall right now, but like considering the accommodations, I feel like they've been doing well. So yeah, I'd say I like my stay overall, just thanks to their accommodating nature. And I appreciate them for, handling my dumbness and not realizing the differences between the dormitory and the bunk beds and the cabin beds. So I appreciate that from them. Okay, that's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one.